Another great example of a hero actually doing something that's heroic. Not just beating up the bad guy, saving a life. Marvel, we've known this Superman for less than 10 minutes, and he's already a better character than most of your current Phase 4 and 5 lineups. Well, we make a hard cut back to Lois Lane as she goes to her boss, Mr. White, with a news story that is actually really important. Weapons are being stolen from a high-level government facility, and she wants to report on it. But Mr. White says, "Bitch, I did not call you in here for that. I called you in here to meet the interns," which just happened to be Jimmy Olsen and Clark Kent. Ooh, looks like they actually do get to run back into each other. Yes, apparently all three of them are interns, and their jobs are to simply make the coffee and print papers, not actually go for the news stories. And he wants her to show them the ropes of how to do the job, and nothing else. Well, Lois is definitely hurt by the boss telling her don't do your stupid shit and just do your job, but she takes it as more of a recommendation and not an actual order. So she takes her two new interns to go follow up on her lead to make the story of the century, and Clark and Jimmy just kind of go with it because, well, I think at this point they just kind of share a brain cell. We later cut to some smelly old warehouse where we see that one white-haired lady again, and her team. And she is very upset because the buyer of her latest acquisition backed out of the deal. So they have an army of murderers and thieves, and no way to pay them. And they have giant robots, apparently, as one of them activates. She manages to turn it off, but she tells all of her crew, "Stop being a bunch of pussy morons, and we gotta get these shit out of here." You know, it's kind of weird. I should feel like I should know this supervillain. Superman doesn't really have too many female supervillains, so the fact that she's a girl, I should know her, but honestly, I'm drawing a blank. Maybe she's just a one-off. I don't know. This is a debut episode for Superman. I don't think they would have a one-off villain for a debut character. We cut back to Lois and Clark as they're currently interrogating a bunch of kids. Lois's crew, if you will. This is Flip and